Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Good morning, SNK. Good morning, GED. Good morning, Brad, Gary. Good morning, James. Good morning, Jose. Ken, KK Fun. Panos, good morning. Pat, good morning. Steven, good morning, good morning. Radic, good morning. Camera is off. Yeah. Let me get that going. Yeah, I thought I had that up. Right, we got 2 minutes to the cash market open, and let's get going on the trading day. Is it back up? All right, guys. So let's get the day going here. It is 8:29. I'm gonna just go over the most important part here, which is NQ. So, like we said yesterday, or not yesterday, but Friday, we hit that bottom with that one stop out and that trade, and the market eventually made a captain setup long, which is a very strong signal, and ended up uh, running up during Globex to the middle of the range, and now we are, progressing above the middle of that range. So that was a buy signal. That bottom was also a buy distribution area. I ended up trading the market toward the end of the day and actually capitalized on it, and ended up, getting a chunk of that expense back. And literally right here, also at 12,015, the pullback was buyable into that close, which I also capitalized on that one. So that's kind of the structure. And a captain setup is a strong, strong signal in the market, and the cash market is opening right now. So what should we expect? I mean, the market, this type of market, especially against that captain setup, you should be, we should look for a potential expansion to 189 and potentially the 12,200.5. The 200 NT and the 100 NT are in sync, and they are in sync on the long side. ES, you had a continuation trade from yesterday, so from Friday. So on Friday, what the market did is right after the morning session, you literally spent a couple of hours kind of oscillating, and then the flip, the market flipped and gave us a switch trade, which is mimics what happened in NQ, which is that captain setup, and that became the buy signal, and the pullback into the close were buyable into what we're seeing as far as price action right now. So that's what we saw on ES toward the close of the session yesterday. So how to trade that? I mean, that just, you had literally two waves in the market. The first one, uh, we had a harmony wave short at 39.76 that produced that rotation, and the market ended up at 39.73 flipping, and at that point the market's closed anyway, so I wouldn't be looking for any entries. Right. So what we're seeing right now in both ES and NQ is the Globex expansion. What I'm noticing also is the fact that the market is slow at the open. Okay, so a couple of things we're gonna do here. I'm gonna watch and see how well the market is gonna react toward this level of 151. I'm gonna give the market that first half an hour, like we always do, and see how well we're reading the price action, right? And then kind of decide which direction to go, um, as long as we're reading the market accurately. Like right now, we're seeing a bit of a fade the market is doing, a little bit of consolidation, and the bias is long. We're extended above the cloud, which is an area where the shorts are getting stopped out. You know, it's just the fact that we hit 153 and literally to the tick backed off. That's not a very healthy long, but obviously it's too early right now. We need to see more out of this market. When I'm looking at ES, I'm showing ES made a captain setup switch trade short into the middle of the range. So that's a negative behavior against target number 4. So there is a potential of a bit of retracement out of this type of price action. Sayed, good morning. Brad, good morning. Adam, good morning. Switch trade right here. I'm gonna post some orders just to make sure that my system is reacting well. Here we go. Order number 1, order number 2. I'm canceling these orders. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, good morning, Brad. Good morning. All right, so we were trading in and around the Globex, excuse me, the FOMC number here at 12,140. So you're seeing the market go into this kind of top of balance area. Now, one spot where we can take a look at a legitimate buy is harmony zone number 1, which is 102 into 92, and harmony zone number 2 at 78 into 68. So those two levels are gonna be important. This level right here at 152.75 is an important level for the market to actually break on the long side. We need to break that in order for a continuation of the bullish behavior to continue. Good morning, Josh. Good morning, Safe. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of consolidation here. Captain set up short. A little bit more pressure coming through ES. I mean, there seems like they're walking it down slowly. Not a lot of momentum, a lot of consolidation right now. Captain set up switch trade short, and that push is happening. The same thing is happening in ES. The cloud shifted. So you're seeing that backing off behavior into Globex zone number, Harmony zone number one. So there's a bit of distribution that we can all see up at these levels here and against that 152. You're getting a railroad short in ES at that 4005 into target number one and into target 2 and 3. That's kind of the area that we're going to be looking for in ES, and the stop to all of that is 411.75. A little bit of distribution going on here, but it's a shallow distribution. Will be interesting to see if this current candle in ES is going to close at 4,005. If you get that, that means the market just put a captain setup short on ES for lower prices. It's just interesting to me how slow the market here. That's the personality so far. All right, so here you go. There you go. So we came, close to that 9, and they flipped it back. There's a lot of distribution going on. All right, guys. So it's 8:45. Just wanted to make a quick announcement here. All your questions are very important to me, and uh, what I'm gonna be focused on, which I hope you guys appreciate that, and I know you will, is I'm gonna be 100% focused on trading. And if you can um, write your questions or keep them till that last half an hour of the day, that will give me the opportunity to be hyper focused on what I'm here for, which is watching the price, understanding price action, putting quality trades, and basically being, a higher version of myself when it comes to trading. So from 8:45 my time all the way to around 10 o'clock Central to 10:30 Central, I'm gonna be in this hyper focused mode of watching the market, and I will take the last half an hour of the day as an opportunity to go look over any questions that's on YouTube, or any questions that I see that you guys have in our private Zoom group. So don't think that I did not see your question, or I'm ignoring it. I'm just simply gonna be focused on trading. Because when I'm at my best version of myself and I'm hyper focused, I benefit, I make better decisions, and you guys benefit, and you see higher level quality trading. So it starts right now, and let's get after it. So this is a captain setup switch trade that's about to happen here. And I mean, I may play that game. Yeah, look at that. That's fine. Let them play around. I want to see how well a captain setup switch trade behave here. The stop to that is 115, and the expectation is to see 130 show up. That's interesting that they'll do that here. Okay, okay. So to fail it and to fail it under 108, that is a negative behavior. Took one off. Yeah, this market needs to flush here. Okay, that's fine. I mean, if they close this candle down here, I'll take another shot at it. What time is it? It's 8:51. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they put a switch trade right here, took two contracts, stopped one, and I stopped one right here and stopped another one down here. It should have just flushed. And the fact that it didn't, it's like, okay, let's take an out of it. So far, there's a lot of noise in this market. Okay. Yeah. All right. Did not get filled on that. Let's just. So every time we get into this zone here between 30 and 40, we're getting this type of fading behavior. Yeah, so this is a scalping environment at best, with distribution between 30 and 40 and accumulation between closer to the whole number. Take that. Yeah, that's not good. Yep. A lot of noise, a lot of noise. What we're gonna look for is that break. I'm just gonna give it a 10. Oh yeah, that's not good. Okay, so let's get out of here. There's a lot of noise here. I'm gonna wait till 9 o'clock and then start looking at this market again. ES. ES, we are looking at a potential captain setup short at 4,875. If the market does that, then we're gonna move on to the O6 and O4. There you go. So at the top of the hour, just remember that we have durable good orders and pending home sales at 9 o'clock at the top of the hour. So that's going to be in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah, they put on a switch trade right here. They put on a railroad short, and I was like, okay, well we can try to see if we can get to 112, and they flipped it, then flipped it again with a switch trade. So now we're gonna be hitting that 153, and we are 1 minute away. All right, all right, all right. 9 o'clock, and here comes the news. So I mean, interesting. Every time we get to that 153, they seem to push it. Here you go again. Second time. Well, this is the third time that they do this. So the odds are we're gonna break it. Here it comes. Okay, good, good. All right. So that's what they want to do. And 176 is the next target. Hmm. Next target. Next target is 176. Let's go. 176, 178. Longs are strong and they're extending. Pullbacks are buyable. I mean, where we at, we're here. The market had a range to short into if that held, and that range did not hold. So now you're looking for a potential run up to 189 and then the 200. Yeah, they're continuing the pressure. That's for sure. Target number 4 in the sequence is 177. Pullbacks are buyable. They put on 3 trigger trades in a row right here and 2 switch trades at the beginning of that rotation. And here comes that 178, target number 4. long and strong. Not much news left. I mean, there's a FOMC member, Jefferson speaks at 9:30. There you go. I'm gonna step away for just a moment. All right, guys, I'm back. So, we hit target number 4. We busted right through it and came back into retest. And you're looking at the next target is 201. We have not yet uh, tested Harmony Zone 1 or 2 on any of these moves. So that tells us right there that the market is still long and strong. Next target is 195.75 and then 223, but the close is going to be that 202. That's channel number 1 in this sequence, and that's holding up. They put a railroad long at 173 and a quarter for a push. So you have that level, 161 and 151. All of them are support level to this rising price action. Target number 5 is 195.75. All right, so what does this mean? That means that we are, I mean, I'm looking at ES, I'm looking at 40, 20, 75. That's the first candle, and we're getting a push here. So most likely we're going to see a test of harmony zone number one, and we want to see how well the price holds on to it. That's going to be the first time that we get there, and that's coming up right now. Okay, this is channel number two getting established, and that puts 157 as a stop to this rotation. That means if we break the 157, then we're going to get a bit of a pullback that is going to challenge the top and the bottom end of harmony zone number one. Switch trade, yeah, they're going to push it into that zone. Really? Okay. The 200 NT Rinko and the 100 are in sync. They're putting a captain setup at the bottom end of this zone. So the expectation is to get a push higher here. See if we can get to target number 4 or close to it. Go and break even. Ah, come on. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So we flatted that trade basically. You got a captain set up. The push is supposed to get to target number 4. And then you could see if there's an expansion that could blow the top off that 190. All right, so all right, we're back to that bottom end of that channel. A break here will get us to harmony zone number 1. One minute to the bottom of the hour, and we have FOMC speaks. Uh, it's what's his name? Yeah, FOMC member Jefferson speaks. Here you go. So you're getting now. Now he's starting to speak, I guess, and he's the 160. So we broke. We had one more rotation to the upside, and we need to see 180 break, and that didn't happen. A reversal and a break of the channel number 2 of this sequence, and now we're digging into harmony zone number 1, and this is the first time that we do that. So we're coming to that FOMC number of 139.7075. So the conservative thing for me to do is the following. I need to let this test work itself out, meaning that we get here, we bounce back, we come back, consolidate, then we shift the cloud from a negative cloud on the 20 NT Rinko to a positive one, and then look for a signal similar to what we saw here, like a captain setup switch trade, something of that nature. Yeah, so that's the conservative way of looking at this market right now. Now let's take a look at the channels that they're building up. They're building up a channel, channel number one on the short side right here. So in order for me to continue, to go along again, I would have to see this channel break, most likely channel number two establish. Then you break that into a new cloud positive. Okay. If I want to be aggressive, I can start taking these tests at these levels at 143, 148, and 153. Those are the three levels within the harmony zone, and also have the capacity to do the same between 117 and 128. But that would be like a really aggressive trade right now, and I'm not doing that. At what point would I look at this and say, hey, listen, the market has changed, shifted, and potentially, the shorts are in charge and in control if we end up breaking 102? And even then, you most likely will get a rotation to the upside. Then we can examine the idea of actually executing a short trade. Well, well, well. He said something, right? He had said something. Yeah, we're about to close that 102. All right, so how are we gonna deal with this? I would like to get a disconnect of the harmony zone and then reconnect of it, and that would get me in. And this high right here, which happens to be also Globex of the prior day, um, which is Friday. That will be the stop to that rotation. We almost got there. We're almost. Good deal. Good deal. All right. All right. Okay. So now the condition is ripe for rallies to be shortable. The only thing is we would like to hopefully get a signal before we reach the 73. The reason why 73 is important because it's the middle of the range on the 100 and the market will become noisy there. So hopefully we'll get a nice little rally here. Okay, so we're about to start breaking this channel number one, which is a good thing. And now let's see if we can get to this harmony zone number one. And I will get short at 27. I will get short at 37. I will get short at 45. And want to see how well those levels hold. And we're getting close to a very important level on ES, which is the 4,000. I mean, you would expect a bit of a fade from some longs around this level right here. Hey, good morning, Sheila. How are you? We're getting continuation patterns here so far. But I'm gonna keep my orders where they're at for now, and just kind of examine the idea of a bit of a rally. I mean, we're coming too close to a whole number on ES, that 4,000. You're getting that early signs of a structure to bounce. They put a couple of trigger trades short. We're coming back to that 4,000 again on ES. It's a big number. Wow. Target number 5 is hit. They close that candle. That makes it a little bit harder for me to actually, look for an entry, but I'm going to keep looking. Now, we're talking about that 70 area again. And that's an area where you're going to get a lot of noise. Most likely the market is going to start running up here. So we broke the 4,000 and they're bouncing it right back up. Anything above 4,004 can trigger some stops. Well, I mean, that's the first test. If I can get like a one candle reversal here, I mean, I'll take it with just like one contract. And I'm gonna look for a scalp. All right, I took that scalp version of it. And let's see if I can get on with another trade. So basically, they tested harmony zone number 1, and we took that trade off that test. The reason why I'm not holding on to it any longer is where we at in price action. We're between target number 4 and target number 5, and that just an extended price action. So I don't have that much room on the downside, and we're at that spot. You remember that 74 that we talked about earlier on? That's an area where you're gonna get a lot of noise. And here comes the noise. And actually, you're also seeing the middle of the range on the 200 NT wrinkle. So you're getting an area where the market is going to show you two-sided market. I mean, can it go past target number 5 to target number 6, which is 45? Yeah, absolutely it can. But it is an extended market. This is channel number 2. Any break above 102 is gonna lead to a bigger push into the 15, potentially the 25. There's a bit of a higher low around the 4,000 and a lot of consolidation patterns in this area. Yeah, you're gonna see a bit of probably back end fill coming up right here. How's everybody doing so far? Are we making any money? Okay, they're putting a railroad long right here. Let's see how well they handle that one. Yeah, you guys make sure you like, subscribe, comment, hit that like button. Hopefully, you guys are making some money. Let's get it done. So they're spending some time here. They're making 3 higher lows against that 4,000 on the ES, and that tells you something there. They're trying. But I mean, I'm looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity. I just need a little bit better space. We need more space. Yeah, okay, so they put a captain setup on ES right here, and they broke it. We keep hitting harmony zone number one on NQ and getting faded on that one. I just want a signal. I mean, the environment is correct. We're looking for a behavior. We're looking for a signal. We're at a level that generates a lot of noise right now. That's harmony. Excuse me. That's channel number one. We broke that one. Shorts are in control. Breaking that 4,000 again. 4 minutes to the top of the hour. Good morning, Ken. All right, all right. Okay, okay. So we're starting to dig into that harmony zone number one. Yeah, if this candle closes lower, I'm gonna look for a rally to get involved. Okay, I'll take that scalp version of that trade again. I'm gonna only scalp around this zone here. Yeah, we needed at least 5 points actually, but it took a little bit less. So what am I scalping here? I'm scalping the fact that we're coming into the harmony zone and getting that one candle reversal, and I'm taking it into the middle of the range. So basically, it's expanding and contracting toward the middle of the range. So I'm taking that type of a trade. In order for me to really hold on to a trade a little bit more for a bigger move, I need to see a bigger move up and a failure. And that would structure the market in a way where it would make sense for me to actually hold on for a more of a swing trade type of a behavior. We're not there yet. All right, I'm just going to take a look over the broader market here for a second and see how things are lining up. Crude oil in around 75.55, 51. They're holding on to the bottom end of that range. So 75.24 is where the market needs to hold in order for price action to stabilize. And eventually 76.41 is a key to price action for the longs. Right now they're establishing a railroad long with a stop right under 75.01. Russell 2000, that's a bullish behavior channel number one establishing itself, and you have a trigger trade long at 1910, and price is most likely going to push a little bit higher to that 1915. I just saw Captain set up on ES here. Gold stair step lower, and it's been like that for some time. They're grinding that market lower. Seems like the bear behavior is in full display on gold. And we're going to look at it from the daily perspective, but rallies are shortable against that 1830 level. ES, we had a one candle reversal establishing itself. So that is a bit of a fade behavior against that high of Friday, which happens to be the open of Friday as well. So the market came all the way up there and had a one candle reversal. So now you're gonna get a potential push below 4,000, and that's gonna take us down to 39.85. So we're looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity. Where would we start to get concerned about that idea? If we start breaking anything above 1375 or 4020. Well, obviously 4020 closing it, but you got two levels. The 4009 and the 4014. Those are the two test areas where ES needs to hold. Tesla, a potential switch trade long at 205.80, and that will lead to a push into the sixes and potentially a break above the 7. Globex is 202, so we're trading above the opening price. There's no Globex in stocks, but there's an opening price. So we're looking in that direction. Netflix, Captain set up short right here. A stair step price action. 323.87 is the opening price. So we're trading above it, but we're so ever closer to that price action. And that is a negative behavior right here. NQ, from a daily perspective, what we've done here is we hit the rising support and bounce right back, and the trading is an inside day. So you're really on a daily basis, you got to break 12,182 or break the low of the day. That's going to take a lot of work for us to do it, but the high seems to be a possibility here. Gold, that stair step that we've been talking about, they're bleeding this market down. They're bleeding this market down. That's what they're doing. I mean, target number 2 is quite a distance away at 1766.7. And the way this market is behaving, rallies are shortable against that 1882, and you're looking for target number 2. ES, same thing as the NQ. I mean, it's a break today. I mean, they're taking a break from that selling pressure that they've done, but even then, you're getting these rallies being reversed with the 50 NT wrinkle reversal and the 200 NT wrinkle reversal. Apple. They put on a switch trade short, now a railroad short, and the market is bleeding down. Opening price is 147.71, and we're heading toward that price. Spider, a potential railroad short signal at 39.99, and we're about to get there. Yep. So now that sets the stage for a push lower that can take us to the lows again. Microsoft. Captain set up a retest of it. You could call that a railroad short and a push toward target number 3 in the sequence QQQ. Noisy here, but the shorts are holding up. YM. We shifted the cloud, and we are producing a railroad channel number 1 and 33.015 and 32.995 are two areas where the market produced two trigger trades for lower prices. And now target number 2 is 32.919, and that's the normal target for us right now. Rallies are shortable in this market. See the noise the market is producing? And the noise is coming in the form of rallies in and around a whole number in ES, that 4,000 number. So they're parking price action right now. We should see a push right here. There's a disconnect between the 200 NT wrinkle and the 100 NT wrinkle, and that disconnect will, or the market will reconnect below 76.5. So I highlighted that candle before it even closed, because a close of it is gonna get us to where the market will push up. So it's like, okay, well, that's what they're gonna about to do right here. So a close of, I'm thinking about this 95 and a quarter here. If we get down there, that could be a good push lower that can take us to the 85 and potentially break lower. But I'm gonna wait because the market is in balance, and I want to see the push lower, then hopefully a run back up and another failure, and that will give me a lower high, and then we can look at the idea of breaking the 75 and into the next rotation, which is going to be 52. Like I would like to put myself in a position where I'm getting into a trade and just holding on to it. That's what I would like to do. Versus scalp, scalp, scalp. And nothing wrong with scalping, but we're looking for the big money. So here we go. So that's happening. That first phase of the idea is working out. I mean, hopefully they don't just flush it right here, because that will take my capacity to get in. But let's see if they run it back up and then fail it again. If this candle closes lower, below 88, ah, come on. I'm flatting that other one. I needed to come in at the 88, and it's a. They're gonna rotate it one more time, just to mess with people. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they're coming up here. Yeah, you're seeing signs of a market that's going to continue on the short side. Okay, which means that at that break below 75, once it happens, it's going to get us down to that 50. It just right here, I didn't get in exactly where I need to get in, which is 87.75, and then I'll get 5 points and I'll go break even, which makes it, you know, a better structured trade. And I was hoping, okay, we'll get a flush below that low, and then the market pauses here. If I'm in a if I'm in a like a swing trading mode, then I'll get in here and I'll add at 93, I'll add at 100, and then I have this zone to protect me. But in this zone, you see what we've done here. Scalping this one, scalping this one, scalping this one. And each one made money. It just, I want to see more out of this market before I commit to buying or shorting in this case and holding. And just to kind of tell you what the reason for the cover is, you got the ES count. Look at that. So 5, 6 candles in a row. So the 5 and a pause to reverse. So the expectation right there is to see, 6, 7 into 9, which will break the market into the 50. That's not what they did. All right, guys. So it is 10:30. That's the last half an hour of the day, and let's do. We are. I don't know why it's keep doing that. Too many fields, maybe. All right, so we're $15 for the day negative. So basically a flat day so far. Okay, and the equity curve is still intact at 18,626 since the beginning of the year. That's where we're at. And look at that market selling off, right? So where's that 30? Here we go. So let's draw that quick. Yeah, they may be selling it right here. Yeah, they're gonna be selling this thing. Okay, let's take a look at everybody now. And here comes the selling. Brian Stone, hey, how are you? Lower low to a higher high, haha. Whipsaw, okay. That's my lucky hat right here. Baldness. I wear it every single day, right? All right, let's see where you guys are at. Good morning, Sheila. Yeah. Steven, up 400 on top of 10 accounts. Good job, buddy. That's the way to go. And here comes the continuation trade. Lower. Jose up 18 points. Pad between 187 plus 36 on a different account. Good job. Down 20 points, not connecting with this market. Okay, that's all right. Just keep it small. Don today got caught up on that captain switch. Yeah, I saw that one. That was a little bit. I frag George the Rock Habash. I like. That's a good one. That's what my wife said. That's why she picked me, I guess. She goes, "You look like the Rock." Okay, Panos, two trays, 265. Funny is they were complete opposite from yours. Oh, okay. Well, which ones? The early ones, or because these ones are all worked out. I had a couple of stop outs in the early on, but on the plus side, James, good job, good job. Oh yeah. Oh no, I got you on that one. Yeah. So yeah, I took. Well, that's a good captain right here. I took. Yeah, that stopped me out. And you took the captain and the captain there. Yeah, that worked. As long as you make money, Panos, man, I'm happy for you. Yeah, Jose. I mean, that's what I've been kind of talking about, and that's why I'm kind of positioning myself for the short side, but on a scalping basis, waiting for this type of move to show up. And finally did. Yeah, it is a slow market, Ken. It's just you become slow with it. You scalp more than you swing in an environment like this. Okay, here comes Adam, up 1K on 6 accounts on eval. 50% there, good job. Brad up 345, good job. Now plus 50 on Pat, good job. Green, James, that's good. 250 Pat, 265 for Gary. Steven chiming in. I get The Rock, I get the Vin Diesel. You know what I'll be happy with? Making money today, that's all. Nvidia. I don't have that one on my radar, but I'll take a look for you, Sheila. Let me see, y'all. Brenner. Oh, I'm bigger than him. He's teeny tiny. Yep, Gary. All shades of green are beautiful. Flat. Let me tell you how this feels. To be honest with you, the structure that we just talked about, of me kind of just go incognito when it comes to the chat and YouTube, and just kind of hyper focus on the market, it feels very, very good to me. Like I'm feeling I'm getting into the rhythm a lot quicker. I'm understanding what's going on. I'm not distracting myself, and I'm just getting to that focus zone a lot better, and it really feels very good. So that's gonna make us a lot of money. It's gonna make me a lot of money, which in essence will help you navigate the market a lot better as well. So I'm excited about that. That's the way to go. I haven't heard from somebody here. KK. Where's KK? How come KK is not saying nothing? Sayed. Oh, Sayed is gone. Okay. Good deal. Yeah, that's a good idea, Stephen. So what we're seeing right now is the 200 Interinco and the 100 got back in sync at that 76. We're bouncing right back up as long as we continue to trade under 117. 117 is a critical level. Then we should look for rotation to go short again. Nvidia, I'm seeing Nvidia here. Good job, GED. He made some money on that punch lower. That's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, you could see what the market is trying to do. Just we needed to kind of get focused and get it done. Sheila, because I don't watch Nvidia, it's not populating on my screen. So I'm not gonna be able to actually give you anything on it yet. But I'll keep it as something to watch. And once it builds up the data, it will tomorrow I'll be able to follow it and give you updates on it daily. So it's gonna be part of our what we look for on a daily basis. Yeah, I'm connecting stock through my uh, TD Ameritrade account, and that's kind of how they channel the quotes to me. All right, so let's keep getting engaged with this market. We're looking for. I mean, they can come back up to that harmony zone again, and we can take a look at a potential reversal. Just make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment and share. Help the channel build up. Appreciate you guys spending the time with us today on YouTube. All right. So now the expectation here is to see another push to the 80. Okay, that's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 45. Here we go. That's a 45 candle. Here we go. Now, if they close this candle lower at 88, I will take a scalp short and look for a push in the 80s. Okay, yeah, they're not doing it. That's fine. Let's see if we can get back up there to the 105, 111. As long as we continue to trade under the 17. Why do I say the 17? Because you're really will produce a captain setup long on the 100 NT Rinko, and that's not. That's exactly right, Brad. Give us a captain setup, and we don't want to be short against that one. Steven. You said something about. Let's take a look here. You had a question over ES, right? Yesterday, on Friday, right? And how do you trade that? Yeah, I mean, what you got is a reversal from can from that candle. So as the price was happening, we have to kind of look at the 6 and 3 NT Rinko and look at the price action at that point. Let's take a look. What is that? Is that right? Yeah. Okay. All right here. Okay. So I mean, you got that rally, and it's just quite obvious what the market was doing. It flipped here in around 1123, and it's just been grinding with signals higher since then, all the way into basically 1435. Market did a couple of things: put a captain set up short and a switch trade right there. So that's, if you're long, you're concerned. Then followed it by a captain setup short right here. So that just told you that the combination of those two things are pushing the market lower. And then you got yourself 40-20 signal short, and then a railroad short at 40.19 into the close. Well, obviously the market closed right here, but then followed through till the end of the session. So that's what happened there. But everything prior to that was consistent. February, do you know what? 24. Yeah, here we go. We're talking, yeah, 24. Okay, I got you. All right, so here we go. 24. Yeah. All right, so I think that I was looking at the day before that, 23. So the 24 is right here. So we're looking at okay. Yeah. So I mean, the market literally did switch trade into a captain setup and failed it again at 39.78. I mean, that's very noisy right there. It's very noisy. But I mean, ultimately, you're looking for a harmony wave. Let's look at the 50 into wrinkle. Yeah, here we go. And that's the close that they sold off. Yeah, I see that. So the market is set up for the long, and they just flash sell it. But the any long that you would have had here, and even there on a switch trade gave you about 82.75, and also it gave you a stop at 39.76 because the cloud just shifted and also gave you a new harmony wave short. So that would be my stop to any long here, and I would have been looking for a break even plus on any rally that presented itself in this rotation. Yeah, we'll talk about it in deeper details once we in our meeting, me and you. So this way I can get a clearer understanding of what were you in a trade? Did you get stopped out? Where did you place your trade? All that good stuff. Because I think your question is more related to something that you've done versus just the environmental. Like, what do I think? Right? Is that correct? Okay, so they're putting the captain setup short here. So the expectation 95 is to get a bit of a short going. Okay. Yeah, it's the that short entry is simply would be the break of that captain and also the harmony wave establishing itself. All right, so they put a captain setup, they reversed it here, and now you have one candle at 93. If they get to 93, then that will trigger me to go short. but I need to be very careful with the middle of the range right here, between 90 and 80, 87. So if this candle closes higher, then the odds are, which that just happened right now, that we're gonna get a little bit of a push to the upside. So the conservative behavior for me right now is to look for the cloud to shift negative and then look for a continuation short, and not just short into the run-ups again into this zone. And the reason why is we hit this zone like how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times. This is the 12th time. So that's just too much. Eventually they'll just chew through all that supply, and they'll just push it higher if they keep doing this. So I don't want to get short into the run up. I will wait for the market to completely flip and give me a new harmony wave short. I mean a new wave short, and then a new harmony wave short. New cloud short and a new harmony wave short. If I get that, then that will give me a little bit more refined entry. Yeah, you need another candle coming down right now, Ken, at that 98. You may get it, and preferably an ES that breaks 92 and a quarter. Your stop is a good stop. It just I don't know if you want to give it that much room. Be honest with you. It's a legitimate stop. Yeah, and that signal is not a bad signal. The only problem with it is the distance between the actual signal to the middle of the range is not it's not big at all. So what I wanted to see from the market is a retest, and you're getting the retest. That's exactly right. Your stop is exactly where it needs to be right here, 106. Because that if this candle flips back up, that's a failure of that structure, and you're gonna see 116, easy. Yeah, they're noisy. Look at them, it's fucking noisy, man. Yeah. So just be conscious of that idea, Ken. whenever the market, whenever the signal is literally very close to the middle of the range, usually there you have to ask the market for a confirmation, and the confirmation is going to come in the form of a small run and a retest, and the retest holds. And I hope this one works out. I mean, you could tell there's pressure here. And you're getting, here we go, ES is acting right. ES is acting right. So that's going to be pushing this market lower. Make sure you make money and you go break even on this trade, Ken. Because you should be right in the money right now. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna get a little bit noisy. Look at ES 245. You already need to be out. You need to be out of this. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Ken. Out in the middle of the range, because that's and the clue to that is what ES did, right? It went 5 candles, quick, and paused. You're out. Good job, Gary. Up 1,270. Good for you. Take care, James. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock right now, so that's it for us right in the room. And from what I've seen, you guys have done fairly well today. And good job. Right, guys, we'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Precision is a decision. We'll see you on the next one. You guys have a blessed one.